Yup, yup, red bandana. This ain't Jewel Satan. Watch how I swerve the fountain. Put out them rats to count. 4G out those I'm out. Pour the syrup and fountain. Don't you wanna pull out your camera? This is the really long.
What it do, what's happening? Hey Atlanta, hey world, it's your boy DJ Pretty Boy Tank checking in. Club Real Atlanta Podcast, very first episode, inaugural episode. And you know, I had to start it off with an Atlanta legend, somebody that I grew up listening to, somebody who still influences me to this day, the legend, the man, the myth, DJ Kizzy Rock.
What's up, Tank?
What's up, my brother?
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I'm really honored, to be on this set, man, because, I know, I've been following your thing,
right.
Your career. Then I know when you was with, Bank with Bear, you got to meet a whole lot of people. So what I'm getting at is, I'm the first one to be on this show to tell my story with you about the real Atlanta when you could have went anywhere.
Exactly.
So I feel honored for that.
And then I definitely had to do it too at the same time because from the east side.
Exactly. All day.
Now the first question I want to know, because I know you from the east side.
Right.
But what high school did you go to?
I was on the M&M program, so I went to Lakeside. But my home school would have been McNair.
Okay.
I grew up Gresham Park.
Okay.
I could walk to Clifton Elementary School. If you passed Clifton Elementary School, I was the second house on the left.
Oh, so you real Gresham Park?
I'm real Gresham Park.
Okay.
I'm real Gresham Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 34, man.
All day.
So
34.
Me being, young, I want to take it back to probably about 1993.
Okay.
Let's see. I was about 8 years old.
Okay.
And my mama stayed on Glenwood. She stayed in some apartments called Glenwood Oaks.
That's right.
And with her staying right there, it's right around the corner from County Road Flea Market.
That's right.
I frequent that location all the time.
Okay.
In there was, inside the flea market, you had DJ Jelly, MC Assault, mixtapes, all that. Shout out to the Count. But then, a couple doors down, you had King Edward J.
That's right.
And I want to know, how did you first link up with the J Team? Because you, what, second generation J Team?
I'm third generation.
Third generation.
J-Team.
Okay.
Third generation J Team. I was high school. I was going to open campus.
Okay.
And I was hanging. I had a friend named Trey Love.
Okay.
Tracy Phillips. Her auntie worked at the J Shop.
Okay.
Miss Brenda. She worked at the J Shop. So, I was a big fan of the J Team growing up. DJ Lynn, DJ Man, Shy D.
Right.
I'm looking up to those cats. So, one day she was like, let's go up there to the shop. And I'm like, yeah, let's go, because I want to really get inside, you know. So we go up there, and Edward J wasn't there, but the auntie was there. So I was just checking things out. But I ended up leaving my driver's license some kind of way. Still to this day, don't really remember how that happened. But I left my driver's license up there. The aunties told Tracy said, you got to go back up there and get your license. That was the next day.
Right.
I go up there, Edward J up there. I meet Edward J. I'm talking to him. I'm telling him I'm trying to DJ and stuff. I asked him, how can I get on the J Team? He said, make a tape for me. I said, okay. So I went and got MC Jam. He was my partner at the time on there. So I said, Jay wanted us to audition. Mm-hmm. So we made a J tape. And I didn't hear nothing from Jay for like 2 weeks. So I went back up there. I saw that in the showcases is where the cassettes were sold.
Right.
It was a cassette in there that said Kizzy Rock on it. And I was like, what? What's this about? So he wasn't there. I came back another time, called him. He was like, yeah, I didn't know how to get in touch with you, because he didn't really know the affiliation at the time I had with Tracy.
Right.
Trey Love. So anyway, to make a long story short, that tape ended up being one of the hottest cassettes that was selling at the time, and that's how we got on the J Team. And I got on like 2 weeks after Smurf, because that's how we met, on the J Team.
Okay. So how was it, how did you get into rapping from DJing, being part of the Atlanta famous, Southern famous J Team? What was your transition from?
Well, I was rapping first.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I was MC Kid D.
MC Kid D.
And I would be like duplicator, dominator, devastator. Back then all that was hot. So that was my thing. I was MC Kid D. And I was hanging with these twins in high school named Derek and Dwayne Jenkins. Shout out to the twins.
Okay.
Their mom had got them some turntables. So I would go over there and practice with them. Got my mom to get me some turntables for one Christmas. And that's how I started switching over to the DJing more.
Okay.
But yeah, I started off rapping.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
MC Kid.
MC Kid, Devastator, Duplicator, Dumb. Hey man, I was going hard with it, man.
So okay, let's talk about a little bit. You started DJing in the clubs. What was your first big club like that people might know you from DJing? Like
Club Excess.
Okay.
That was my breakthrough club right there. It was on top, #1 club. Anytime you have the hood and the colleges partying in the same building, those clubs are legendary.
Right.
559 was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Club Excess was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Warehouse was kind of like that.
Yeah,
you know, had the college. Anytime you got that AU in the streets in the same building, that's a party.
I remember Club Excess because, you know, I'm young.
The parking lot.
Not even the parking lot. You know, that thing used to come on TV.
Right. Atlanta Jazz.
Atlanta Jazz, man. Things used to come on TV. I used to be like, wow, I want to get in there. I used to set it off, used to play for like 10 minutes.
Yes, and they would do that part, man. They would do that dance, yeah.
So, me growing up seeing that, I remember I seen an episode with DJ Quick performing. Like, and I want to say, was it Carol Blackman? Yeah, Carol Blackman or Mike Roberts, one of them was hosting.
Ryan Cameron, he was hosting too.
Yeah, I know RC was on that, but
as far as Atlanta Jam, yeah, I think it was those two.
Yeah. I remember seeing that. So let's talk about Tommy Boy Records. When I say that, what's the first thing that come to you?
Planet Rock.
Okay.
That's why I went over there.
Okay.
Over Planet Rock, man.
And they was an independent label.
Yes, where they had national distribution through Warner Brothers.
Okay. Now I remember, like, I seen the video of you on YouTube. You say, yeah, man, you know, Tommy Boy Records, you know, we independent, but we moving like a major, man. What is the difference you think from the major labels back then, or the indie labels back then versus the indie labels now? Like, as far as, like, you know...
Well, the indie labels back then were kind of, I don't know, it's just different. Like, indie labels now, it could be anybody.
Yeah.
You know, it couldn't be just anybody back then, but it could be anybody.
Yeah. And there wasn't that many indie labels, you know what I'm saying? Back then, like, you had, like, to be signed to any kind of label, you'd be like, that was a real big deal.
Big deal.
Now, me and you can, you know what I'm saying, start a down label tomorrow.
Anybody can start a label.
We gonna start MCKD Records, man.
You know, it's just a whole nother system going on now.
And how was it, you know what I'm saying, back then being a rapper and a DJ at the same time? Cause like you was a hot ass DJ then, but at the same time you had some hot ass songs in the streets.
It was awesome because it's two streams of income that's like rapid. Like, I'm either gonna do a show or I'm gonna DJ at the hottest club somewhere.
Yeah.
And I used to like to switch hats like that because sometimes I didn't want to go on stage and perform.
Right.
I wanted to control the crowd with the music.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so let's step into your mind back then. You DJing and you playing Can't Stop the Rock.
Right.
Do you grab the mic and, know what I'm saying, ad-lib it, or do you, know what I'm saying, just let it play and let the crowd do it?
Sometimes I get the mic and I rap it too.
Okay.
You know, and then sometimes I just start mixing all kind of stuff with it and just start doing all kind of things. Like I might bring Egypt in and switch it to an acapella. Just start doing more tricks with the actual record.
Yeah.
Then sometimes I do. I just grab the mic and I rap right on top of it, just like I'm in concert.
Okay. Now I seen something again on YouTube because you know I gotta do my research on certain stuff that I don't know about you.
Right.
And I see this little light skinned fella in the background. I'm like, I know that guy. Tell me about Funky Daryl James, man.
Funky Daryl James.
How did you meet with that guy? And X. Shout out to Big X too now.
Well, it starts with Funky.
Okay.
Me and Funky was cool. We met in working in the clubs. Funky is a bartender. Funky was one of the baddest bartenders.
He was at 559, wasn't
It said yes.
Yeah.
And I think 559 was one of the last clubs he really bartended at. But before that, he was in a lot of them. Funky was that dude. And we met. We met in the club. You know, he the bartender, I'm the DJ.
Okay.
And X, one night I'm DJing in a club called the Sunset off of Columbia Drive.
And Sunset Lounge.
Sunset Lounge.
I know
real
about that,
jumping
man.
hard on Tuesday. That was a real legendary Tuesday night spot.
Yeah.
I'm DJing. Funky come in there. He bring X in there. I was just getting out of the group, A-Town Players.
Okay.
I wasn't really doing nothing. I had to went back to the club. That's the advantage too.
Okay.
When the record career would slow down, I could just bounce full DJ mode
Exactly.
because the club always needed a DJ.
A good DJ.
A good DJ. A good DJ.
Yeah.
So Funky was like, this Kizzy, he do the music, he was with A-Town Players, and X was already in a situation with Dallas Austin. He was like one of the producers over there on his team.
Okay.
He had access, he knew all the labels and stuff because he already had been dealing with a group prior back in Dallas Austin days with Rowdy. I think Y'all So Stupid. I think that was the name of the group.
Okay.
But he did a lot of production and stuff. So X was well connected. But he just needed that cat who bass music was on the rise. X knew the labels, but X didn't actually know nobody who did that type of music that was jumping. Funky did. Funky hooked it up. I got with X. X had the situation because first we was gonna go to Dallas, but Dallas didn't really understand booty shake like that,
Yeah.
and he didn't really want to do it over there. So
Yeah.
we ended up going to Tommy Boy with it,
Okay.
and that's how I got on Tommy Boy. X took it over there,
Okay.
took the record Yeah Shawty Yeah over there.
Okay. Yeah, I did see that. Nah, was it that? No, it wasn't that video. It was
Bounce It Y'all.
Bounce It Y'all.
Yeah, because Tommy Boy,
Bounce It Y'all.
they wouldn't give me an album deal. They gave me 2 single deals. They gave me a single deal for Yeah Shawty Yeah, and they gave me one for Bounce It Y'all. And shot 2 videos.
Okay.
But didn't know how to work it, didn't know how to market it. And I was thinking, man, I'm over here with the label that did Planet Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they did not know how to market what I had going on.
And it's so crazy that you mentioned A-Town Players because I was gonna get around to that, man. How did you link up with Player Poncho, man?
Player Poncho, okay, that J Shop you was talking about on Candler Road,
Yeah.
had a barbershop in that plaza too.
Yeah.
Poncho used to work in that barbershop. He used to sweep house.
Okay.
He was a little bitty boy, man.
Okay.
Now, back then there was no playlist for the J tapes. You just knew the title, you listened to it a little bit, you bought it.
Exactly.
People would like to know what's on this J tape. If Poncho was in there, Poncho knew every song on every J tape. So Poncho always was hanging in the J shop. So that's how I met Poncho,
Okay.
by working in the J shop.
Now, how was it, you know what I'm saying, being a part of the A-Town Players and then you got your solo thing going on at the same time? Cause
No, actually the A-Town Players was first.
oh, it was.
It was first. It was the J team, and then everybody. The J team is like a springboard back then for artists. So Smurf had then got with Shy D.
Okay.
He's Shy D DJ.
You're right.
So Smurf ain't really making the J tapes no more like that.
And
So
anyone Smurf producing back then too?
he started producing when he got with Shy D.
Okay.
And then, so when Smurf left and started going on the road with Shy D, I had the J team kind of to myself.
Mhm.
So I had my crew, Magic Mart, The Party Sport, MC Jam, Trey Love, China, Poncho, all of them was up under the umbrella that I had going on the J team.
Okay.
So, I don't know where I went left with that. What was the original?
It was how was it DJing? How was it being a part of a group and having your solo thing going
Oh
on?
yeah,
But you
yeah,
said-
that
but you
was
said,
The group was first. The group was first, and I ended up leaving the group, and I left the group. I went back to DJing, and that's when I ran into X,
Okay.
and I went to Tommy Boy. That's what started the solo career.
Were you ever producing records like
Yeah,
making beats?
I
and
did.
tracks
Yeah,
and stuff like
shawty,
that?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I did, yeah, shawty, yeah, but I was doing it until I had got my equipment, my own equipment again. I was doing it on X equipment.
Okay.
Because I had, after A-Town Players, I was done with it.
Okay.
The music game.
Yeah.
And then they taught me and got me back in it.
Hey man, glad they did because I want to bring out something. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is The Realest your first album? Like your first official album? Or that's something else?
Yeah, that's the last one.
The last.
That's the last
one.
one.
Okay.
The first one was Can't Stop the Rock.
Okay.
That was on Itchabone.
Okay.
The second one, I did it myself independently. It was called Grand Champion.
All right.
That was me. And
I
then...
remember Grand Champion. Yeah, you're right.
Then Smurf had got into a situation where he, this is when he had the yin yang buzz going on. And he got me into a situation at this label called Koch with that album. But they never dropped it for real because Smurf fell out with Koch because TVT wanted to sign the Yin Yang Twins. Smurf took the Yin Yang Twins over there. Koch is mad. I'm the next artist to be dropped up under Smurf's umbrella of College Park Music. So they just shelved me all the way.
And then you had Get 'Em Up there. Like if you're from Atlanta, you know how hard Get 'Em Up is.
And it's funny you say that because people always talk to me about Get 'Em Up. And you know, I never liked Get 'Em Up for real.
For real?
I thought because the mix that came out was not the same the way, you know.
How you hear something when you
do the beat.
Yeah.
You hear all the sounds you got in there.
Yeah.
When it mixed and came out, my sounds missing y'all done fucked the song up.
Yeah. I know exactly how that feel though because you know what I'm saying? It's exactly like you say, you done did it. You know what sound need to sound, how, what need to load, and then the engineer go in there, change that whole motherfucker up and you be like, damn, like.
But I guess if you didn't know what sounds I used at first, you don't know.
Yeah.
So what got put out, they loved it. They loved it, man.
Yeah, I love that. That's hard.
But it was a vibe though, because that's the vibe. See, that's what Lil Jon, Greg Street used to mess with me all the time about that. He used to be like, Lil Jon cut you a check yet? All the time Greg Street used to mess with me like that because Lil Jon was able to take that sound that we was doing and really move with it. Because like he got Sam and Bo, that was Poncho folk. Yeah. But John was hanging with Poncho, got him on the east side. And I don't know how John worked that move, but he got them two. Poncho was not involved, and they went on and took that sound and blew up with it. But we started all that, you know, from the sound that was in the club, all that B.I.H. all that. We started all that.
It was Atlanta chant.
Yeah,
it's shit that regular people say in the club. Yeah, turn it up and put it on the song. Yeah, that's how it really is.
I'm on the mic in the club saying it as a DJ. Yeah. I'm saying this stuff. Yeah.
So we gonna say B.I.B.I. can't. Kizzy Rock?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now we said, yeah. You heard it here first. Club Real Atlanta exclusive. B.I.B.I. came from Kizzy Rock.
B.I.B.I. Yeah, we said.
Yeah. Nah, I'm smelling that, man. Alright, so we're gonna get into DJing a little bit. Now, what do you think the biggest difference in DJing today versus DJing back then? Besides the technology, you know what I'm saying, the Serato crates and all that, like, what do you think the biggest difference from DJing back then to DJing today is?
I think the DJ don't run the party no more.
That's deep.
I think he don't run the party no more. Back in the day, the DJ controlled the vibe. Everybody knew, okay, if it's kind of, the tempo kind of slow, it's a warm-up period, we're going to do a climax, we're going to all that.
Yeah.
These DJs don't have that option no more because you got too many people that don't know how to DJ for real, that's just able to get the music and know how to work the software. Yeah. And the crowd is telling the DJ what to play. Yeah. So the DJ is battling against he's battling against the crowd. And then that joke I made the other day that you said didn't been there before. You know, I was like having altercation with some of the rap groups.
Yeah, no.
Because when the Trap Boys came on the scene, as far as really having these groups all over the place, shit got handled different because it was no longer. It just got different. It started going back. It just got different.
It started going left. Like I don't know when, but DJs started losing their damn power.
They started losing it. Yeah.
Niggas started turning into jukebox.
The money. Songs they start selling out for the money. And I think that was part of it, you know.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna name a couple things and I want you to know what I'm saying. Speak your mind. The first thing that come to mind when I name these things.
Okay.
Alright. Central Station.
Kizzy Rock, jam session.
Okay.
6 a.m.
Woo.
Stop 7, look at 5.
Woo.
Yeah, whole nother crowd coming in at 3 o'clock.
Whole different wave.
New wave.
Whole different
coming
wave.
in. Flooded.
Yeah.
Sometimes 10,000 people in the building
Yeah.
at one time. Concert. Ain't like DJ in the club. It was like DJ in a concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what it was? What it? $3 Saturday? $2 Saturday?
Yeah, he switched it. It was both.
Yeah, $3. Yeah.
Might be a $2 Friday. Might be it was all.
Alright, shout out to Jam Session. Alright. Mafia DJs.
Mafia DJs. You know, that was my crew. That was the organization that I had them put together, other DJs,
Okay.
you know. And we had a good situation going on at one time because I was at Central Station. Before that I was at the Yard.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Yard.
Shout out to the Yard.
Big
shout out to the Yard, man.
I was at the Yard. Goldfinger was at the Ritz.
Yeah.
And DeAndre was at Central Station. So we had this triangle going on where the artists pay us this amount of money and we'll pass it around through our circuit, you know. And we was killing them with that because our situation was different because the clubs we playing at, you can come in there and you can see these audiences. We ain't got to fake and try to record the you know how the DJ might record
the song and do all that. Yeah.
But he don't show the crowd.
Yeah.
And send that to the artist like, you know, see I'm playing the record.
Yeah. Alright. Geek movement.
Geek way bigger than me, man. I just was coming up in that era, but you know.
Yeah, I already know. Shout out to the whole Geek. Anybody who know what I'm saying.
Geek is just something, man, that was big, man, and the guys that learned how to do it, man, they really capitalized on it in the streets. I mean, Atlanta just loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was big, like gangs, man. It was all these dance groups. And back then, dance groups would fight. You know, people got it twisted thinking that it was soft. Back then, yo, gangsters would dance. Atlanta was just like that.
I be telling folks that.
Atlanta was like that.
I be telling folks. Folks used to get in a little circle, and you either gonna see a nigga fight, or you gonna see him dance.
It could go that way.
You gonna see him tick, or you gonna see him throw them hands.
Selling dope, all that. Young dancer, the same cat hitting the routines, that got all the work, fighting, all that.
Now tell me about your song, Geek.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And what made you, know what I'm saying, just be like, you know what, I'm finna drop this song and then I'm finna put it out because it's fire. But a lot of people still don't know about it.
Right. Well, I was throwing these parties up until COVID.
Mm-hmm.
They were called crank-offs.
Yeah.
And I would give away sometime 500, sometime 1,000. You know, whoever could fire the crowd all the way up with this style of old school dancing.
Yeah.
Which was either geeking, ticking, cranking, whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had huge turnouts every time we throw it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man, it needs a soundtrack. This whole movement needs a soundtrack again. Because even though it's not on the mainstream no more, people still love it.
Exactly.
Every time I post a video of some old school dancing or geeking, views out the roof.
They're going up.
People love it.
Exactly.
So let's make a song about it. And that's where that came from, man. It wasn't really even to be trying to, man, I'm finna put a record out and blow up and all that. It was just really for the culture, man. I just wanted to do a record talking about the culture of Yeet.
And it was needed, too.
Yeah, man, because I was like, you got new generations, like shout out to Nate, Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
See, they kept that thing going with teaching a younger generation.
Exactly.
They got them all the way down to like 7 years old,
exactly,
knowing how to yeet. So, but they still got to always dance to the same, get retarded, and it's always the same song.
Old
It's
school
the same
routine.
thing. So it needs some more songs in there.
Yeah.
So I like that can be a start.
Yeah. Shout out to the ATL Bomb Squad too.
Yeah, shout out to A,
man. Would there be a crank off 2021? That's what the people really want to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to play it by ear, man. Watching how this COVID moves because
I definitely feel
you know the vibe for me when I put on my promoter hat is to make it sound like it's the biggest show on earth, and it's gonna be packed, and the whole city gonna be there. Yeah. But you know that ain't the message you want to really put out right now.
Yeah, I feel
because the whole city gonna be there. Man, I ain't trying to be in there. You know, COVID in the building, exactly. So. You know, so I don't know, man. I want to throw one so bad, but I don't know, man. I'm just playing about you.
Yeah, well, we need to figure out a way to do a COVID-friendly song, maybe outdoor. Ain't no telling.
I got a dope concept I was thinking about, man. I'm gonna share it on here because if anybody use it, everybody gonna know where it came from. But you know how they throw the masquerade parties?
Yeah.
Masquerade. So everybody come in there and that's just the theme. The mask. That's the theme of the party.
But like instead of the whole face mask being like designed or something, just
these. That's what people wearing now.
Somebody gonna do that too.
Somebody gonna do it. Hey man, we gonna come. Hey man,
they definitely gonna do it. It might be me.
Man, we gotta do it together, man.
I'm gonna book you.
Masquerade party, man.
I got some more words I want to ask you about. See how you feel about them. Kilo Ali.
Kilo! Hey, man, Kilo is a character. But that's my partner. Okay. That's my partner, but he's a character, and you have to understand him. But Kilo, he's talented, man. And Kilo been through a lot, man. You know, he came in the game young. Yeah. He came in under some kingpins who put him out there. Yeah. Kilo seen the world at 14, 15 years old. The world. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, Kilo's a good guy, man. But, hey, you just got to know. Kilo is Kilo.
Yeah, Kilo, that's the best way you can explain it.
Kilo is Kilo.
Kilo is Kilo.
Yeah.
Man. Also, it done came up recently. I wasn't going to touch on it, but how do you feel about artists remaking songs? Or maybe songs you done did? Because I seen a certain group recently got a song called Twerkulator, and you was on a remix to a song called Twerkulator.
Right.
So how do you feel about that? Like, because to me, it's kind of like, y'all couldn't come up with nothing else original.
Yeah, well, I think it's good if the artist is notified so he can be involved in the publishing. Yeah. But if he's not notified, I think it's bad.
Straight up, man. Also, man, before we get up out of this thing, tell the people what Kizzy Rock got going on, man, besides the Yeek movement. Where they can follow you at, and you know what I'm saying, just close it on out for me, man.
Man, Kizzy Rock is supplying the world with mixes from all the 5 DJs, including Pretty Boy Tank.
Oh, yeah.
On a USB. Yeah. Countless hours of music. Plug and play. Yeah. I got them.
That's how you got to do it.
So hit me up, Instagram, Kizzy Rock 1. Hit me on Kizzy Rock 1. And Facebook is DJ Kizzy Rock. And just type in Kizzy Rock. And because it's like I got 6 pages here, 6 pages there, you know, because I don't want to get a fan page, because the fan page make it, you ain't as in touch. I don't know, I don't feel like it's as personal. Yeah. You know, but the Facebook only let you have 5,000 people, so that's why I haven't had to set up like 6 pages.
As a matter of fact, just go on YouTube, Google. If you ain't learned enough from here today,
you're right.
Type in Kizzy.
Really, it's too short, man. But you say they ain't but 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, man. You know, we got some stories that need to be told. So you know, you just had to be the first inaugural.
Okay, I get to come back.
You got to remix. Come on, man. You got to remix that thing, man. You can't be one and done. Like, I'm just gonna use you for the test, dummy. Nah, they needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? Some of these stories first. B.I. Yeah, all that they needed to hear that.
Is it? You gonna incorporate a set sometimes? Like, can a DJ come in? Or do that even happen on them? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't know.
That's something to think about.
The people decide that.
Well, man. I appreciate this, man.
Man, appreciate you, man. Club Real Atlanta Podcast, man. We out.